Hello and happy February. Thank you so much for taking some time to learn more about the Globus family of brands with me today. My name is Amanda Ward, and I am a business development manager for the Globus family of brands and Avalon Waterways. I'm really excited to share some of our amazing options for you to take advantage of, and your Morris Murdock travel advisor can help you out with any questions you have and getting a fantastic Globus family vacation set up for you. So let's go ahead and start learning a little bit more about the Globus family. The Globus family started over 90 years ago as ferry tours across the Italian lakes. Now, today, we are truly a worldwide company with 514 vacations in 76 different countries. You can see so much of the world with our family. A lot of great opportunity. So let's talk about what the perfect vacation is. There's so many factors that come into play with the perfect vacation, and so many different things that can really take a lot of time, research, and almost take a toll on you during the planning of a vacation. Making sure you know the directions, where to park, how much parking is going to cost, making sure that you can get to places on time with all of the traffic. Staying in hotels and accommodations that you feel safe and comfortable and have all of the great amenities you're looking for. Making sure that you know what time to get into certain sightseeing and when you can check in and all of that sort of thing, along with having the right amount of sightseeing, getting to see all of those sites that you've imagined over the past year when you've been sitting at home, and having enough freedom and flexibility to get out there and shop and explore on your own. This is where the Globus family of brands really comes into play. With all of our experience over the past 90 plus years, we are able to take care of all of those logistics for you with ease. So you can go on a Globus family of brand product and just have a good time. We're going to include excursions and experiences for you in all of the destinations that we visit. We're also going to include those excursions with VIP access. So you get to skip all of those general admission lines when you go inside the Roman Colosseum, when you get to visit Assisi's Cathedral. All of that is going to be perfect for you to take advantage of the time that you have in each city. Some of these excursions are going to be considered local favorites as well. These are going to be excursions that really allow yourself to immerse yourself in the destination, get to know what it's like as a local, and that really brings these destinations to life. So these local favorites are going to be included in our product. Hotels. We have hand chosen our hotels to be first class, centrally located hotels. So you're right in the middle of the action, and these are going to be the quality hotels that you've imagined. Plenty of free time available for you to shop, explore, try the cuisine, and your tour director is going to be with you from start to finish. These tour directors have on an average of 25 years experience. They're multilingual, they have great personalities, they know the area so well. So they're there to help answer any questions, make recommendations, and make sure everything goes smoothly for your trip. We know staying connected is very important, so you're going to have access to free Wi-Fi at all the hotels and even on the motor coaches while you're traveling from city to city. You can stay connected with friends and family and let them know how much fun you're having throughout your trip. We also have our Cosmos brand, and Cosmos is a great opportunity for you to see more of the world at a lower price point, at something very affordable. So whether you're looking to stay on a budget or maybe fit in an extra trip in the year, you didn't get to travel in 2020, so now you want to make sure you get 2 or 3 vacations in 2021. Cosmos is a great option for you. So with Cosmos, we have some incredible itineraries that make traveling to some of those exotic destinations possible. You're going to be in smart, clean, and comfortable hotels. They aren't going to be as centrally located as a Globus itinerary. They're going to be a little further out from the city center, but that's what helps make Cosmos so affordable. You're still going to have a tour director with you from start to finish, being able to give you that guidance and all those great recommendations. You'll be on brand new motor coaches, and we don't include as many meals and excursions with Cosmos. So this is a great opportunity to have more freedom to get out there and explore. If you do want to take advantage of an optional excursion, those are going to be available during your free time. So a great way to visit a destination you've already been to and now really feel comfortable getting out there and exploring. So a lot of great opportunity with Cosmos. I mentioned a little earlier that we have focused on making travel so affordable. So with the Globus family of brands, with all of its inclusions, with that one upfront cost, you're now able to travel to destinations like Asia, the South Pacific, and Africa, and get to see some of these places that were on your bucket list that maybe you thought weren't nearly as attainable or attainable as soon. So a lot of great opportunity there. For the experienced traveler, we also have our Undiscovered series. So our Undiscovered series allows you to see some of these amazing destinations, but more in depth. So we have our Undiscovered Italy, focusing on more than just Rome, Florence, and Venice. Maybe seeing Sicily, getting to see the boot of Italy and places like Apulia, getting to really explore Tuscany in depth. We have our Undiscovered Britain, so getting to see amazing places like Bath and Stonehenge, and getting to see where the locals go to vacation, why the Romans loved Britain as much as they did even that long ago because of the beauty in the countryside. We have our Undiscovered Mediterranean. So this is incredible because a lot of times when we think of the Mediterranean, we think of doing it by an ocean cruise. But by taking a tour throughout the Mediterranean, you're able to see this area of the world come to life at night. And that's one of the great things about Europe, getting to go out there and see the sunset over the turquoise waters, getting to have dinner and enjoy a glass of wine, watch the people go by, get into some of those shops and coffee shops. It's a great opportunity to really see this area without having a time limit of 9 to 5. We also have our Undiscovered North America. So this is brand new as well. Staying in North America, visiting some of the places that we think we'll get to on a road trip one day, and sometimes life just gets ahead of us and we don't get to take that opportunity. We've made this so easy for you. So getting to see some of those great cities like Los Angeles, New York, Washington, D.C. are amazing. There's so much beauty in our country with all of the national parks, getting to see the oldest national park in North America, Yosemite, getting to take a picture of the most photographed lake in the world in Banff, getting to see all of this beauty that's in Smoky Mountain National Park. So a lot of great opportunity for you to stay closer to home, have less travel time, and still see so much more of the world. If you're looking to do something at a more affordable price or maybe with less crowds, we have our Globus Escapes. These are going to be our off-season itineraries. So these are going to travel between November and March. So a lot of great opportunities. These price points are going to start at $749 per person for all of those Globus inclusions. Great itineraries, great inclusions, great price. These are going to be in the off season, so flights are going to be more affordable. Less crowds out there during this, so a lot more freedom and flexibility with these itineraries. We have small group discoveries in 2021. So we are going to have small group discoveries on all of our exotic destinations and particular departure dates. for North America and Europe that's going to have an average of 22 passengers. So a more intimate, more immersive experience, less people, so a great opportunity to see all of these different destinations in a more intimate group. If you want something even smaller, you just want to travel with your friends and loved ones and family, we have our European private touring options. So based on the number of your group, we are going to arrange private transportation and driver. You're going to have a dedicated tour director with you from start to finish. You're going to have professional local guides giving your group the same wonderful experience you would get on a Globus or Cosmos itinerary. The best part about this is it really gives you some freedom and flexibility. If you want to spend more time exploring the Louvre in Paris and you've already seen the Champs-Élysées, then perfect. You can spend that extra time at the Louvre instead. So a lot of great freedom and flexibility. You can have a group from 1 up to 24 passengers with the private touring option. So definitely ask your Morris Murdock advisor how you can take advantage of the private touring options. With everything that's happened in 2020, I know that safety is on all of our minds. So I do want to mention how we as the Globus family are taking precautions to keep everyone healthy and safe during their vacations. So we actually had a few itineraries travel in October and November here in North America that went fantastic. Everyone followed these particular protocols and had a fantastic time. So we are doing pre-check-in for all the passengers. Everyone will have their temperature checked before they get on the motor coach and throughout the trip. You will not be sitting next to anybody on the motor coach that is outside of your travel party. We are going to make sure that all of our team members, motor coach drivers, tour directors, local guides, are getting regular health checks as well. We've removed a lot of the touch points, so you don't have to worry about handling your luggage and things of that nature over and over again throughout the trip. We've worked very closely with our hotel partners to make sure that they are meeting the cleanliness standards that we are holding ourselves to. So, a lot of great enhancements to keep everybody safe. Let's talk a little bit about Avalon Waterways. Avalon Waterways is our river cruise company. So we offer a great opportunity to see the world by river cruise. So a lot of great rivers out there, a great casual luxury experience for you to take advantage of. And what we've done is we've really tried to create a brand that allows you to see as much as possible or relax as much as possible and giving you the view throughout the entire trip. So let's take a look at our panorama suites. So what we've done is we've created our suite ships that have open air balconies. These are 200 square foot staterooms with floor to ceiling sliding glass doors that open up 7 feet wide, creating the balcony within your stateroom, giving you that experience without taking away any of the space in your room. And these cabins have been voted the best cabin on Cruise Critic year after year after year, along with best in the European river category. So that really says a lot. And we have had these panorama suites for 10 years. So people have been enjoying them and will continue to enjoy them in the future. With river cruising, our ships have to be a certain size to fit underneath the bridges, in the locks, and on the river. So we are very limited. Every river cruise company is very limited to how they're able to structure the staterooms. So by adding a French balcony or by adding a full balcony onto the stateroom, it takes away about a third of that room. So even if it's cold outside, or maybe you're on a Christmas market cruise, or it's rainy and drizzly, you would lose that space. So here is an image that shows you by creating the open air balcony, you get to use that entire room no matter what the weather or what time of year you're traveling. We want to make sure that you have the view throughout the entire trip. So all of our public areas on our river cruise ships are going to make sure that you miss nothing. You're going to be able to see everything that's sailing by, take advantage of the view around you during happy hour or your port talks, at your cocktail before dinner. You are not going to miss a thing. One of the most popular things about river cruising is the size. So our ships are going to have a significantly lower passenger count than ocean cruises. So our ships are going to generally have about 130 passengers on average. So low passenger count means you're going to get a high level of attention from our crew and a much higher guest satisfaction level because of the attention, because of that intimate experience. Making sure that your vacation fits exactly into the time that you have, to make sure you see as much as you can based on whatever kind of vacation time that you have. This is so important to us, just as us working for ourselves and making sure we get out there and have vacation. So we know how important it is to you to really get your money's worth. So with Avalon Waterways, you are able to either extend your trip with any of our brands to make sure that you're seen as much as possible. You're able to add an extra night in Prague if you're sailing along the Danube. You're able to maybe add a city getaway. If you haven't been to a city before and you're flying all the way to Europe, maybe add on a London getaway and spend a few nights getting fish and chips and really exploring the city. If you have a little bit more time on your hands, you could add a Globus itinerary to your river cruise. Take the romantic Rhine from Amsterdam down to Basel and then see our scenic Switzerland round trip Zurich. So an incredible way to get the most of your vacation time. Maybe you don't have a lot of time. That's perfectly all right as well. We have our short and sweet itineraries. These are 4 to 6 day itineraries that you can tack on any way you would like. Maybe you're traveling for business. Maybe you're out doing some family business and you need a little vacation at the end of it. These are perfect opportunities for you to take advantage of all the luxury, all of the great food, all of the amenities, even in just 4 days. So here's an example of how you're really able to customize your vacation. So this is the Danube Symphony 5-day itinerary, 5 nights on the ship. You're able to add based on the amount of time you have, or maybe how much time you want to spend in each of these cities. You can add 2 nights in Munich at the beginning of your trip. You can add 1 night at the end in Budapest. If you have enough time, you can add both the 2 nights in Munich and the 1 night in Budapest. So this trip can range from 5 all the way up to 8 nights, depending on your time frame. A lot of great opportunity there. Now, river cruising also brings an entirely new benefit to cruising. Because these rivers and these ships are so much smaller, you are able to pull right into these destinations. You're going to be able to walk off our ship and right into town. What does this mean? Well, one, this means you get even more time in these destinations. You're not taking a bus from the port into town that's 30 minutes. You get to spend as much time as possible in these destinations. What we've done to make sure that you get to spend your time in these ports exactly the way you want is we've created 3 different types of excursion. So you can pick the adventure that you have on an Avalon River cruise. We also have included an adventure host and an adventure center. So your adventure host is there to help you find that great balance of fun and wellness throughout your trip. They're going to be hosting morning stretching and yoga classes. They're there to make recommendations and even help you check out complimentary items that are going to make the most of your day in town. Bikes and helmets, binoculars, Fitbits, Nordic sticks, everything you need to have a great day. Now, let's talk about those 3 excursions I mentioned a little earlier. First, we have our classic excursions. So these are going to be walking tours with a local guide for you to see the main sites, like the Louvre in Paris. Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about the history of World War II, getting to go to the Normandy beaches. These are going to be the types of classic excursions that really get you in touch with all of these major sites. Then we have our active excursions. Get the blood pumping a little bit, see these destinations in a different way. We're going to have things like canoeing and kayaking. So you can kayak along the Danube right in front of Bernstein and see that amazing blue cathedral. Possibly hike up to some of these old castles and get a different picture that you would have never gotten before by not being able to take that little extra experience to hike up. And biking. Biking is so popular, so we have some amazing biking excursions available. So bike to a vineyard, then have a wine tasting. Burn those calories off before you have a couple glasses of wine. So an incredible experience for you there. And then we have our discovery excursions. These are going to be excursions that allow you to really immerse yourself in the destination. We're going to have things like painting classes so that you can really see how these destinations inspired some of the incredible artists and their incredible pieces of work. So you get to get out there and really learn their techniques and how these countries inspired them. Cooking classes, maybe going out to a local market, buying the ingredients, and making a local traditional favorite. This is an incredible experience as well. And maybe something a little bit more casual, pub tours, going out with a local guide and seeing some of the popular breweries and bars and getting to try some of those craft breweries that are so popular now and see what the difference is from a European craft brew to a North American craft brew. If those active and discovery excursions sounded like a lot of fun, maybe intrigued you a bit, that's something you're really interested in, we also have our active and discovery itineraries. So these are going to be itineraries that include mostly active and discovery options as your included excursions in each port. So we have the Danube, the Rhine, the Rhone, and Holland and Belgium. So some great opportunities to take advantage of getting to see these destinations a little differently. Food. Food is such an important part of a vacation. Getting out there, trying new foods, different cuisines, tasting the local beer and wine, and just getting to enjoy yourself. This is so important to Avalon. So we have created our from view to table philosophy, making sure that you're getting local, healthy, and fresh food throughout your vacation. We've partnered with the Rank brothers to make sure that not only are we going to have some of those great traditional dishes, but we're also going to have some fresh, healthy, vegetarian options for you to take advantage of as well. So they've partnered with us to make sure that throughout your trip, you're going to have a variety of vegetarian options that are to die for. We also have flex dining for you to take advantage of. So you get to pick the time, place, and venue that you dine. So you're not going to be restricted to a certain dining time, 5:30 or 7:30. You can pick the time anytime between a 3-hour window to be able to dine. So if you want to spend a little bit longer having a cocktail, maybe get an extra one before you head down to dinner, that's perfectly all right. That's a fantastic option for you. You also have a great opportunity to decide how you want to dine that night. Do you want to dine as a party of two? Avalon offers a significant amount of tables for two. Maybe you want to dine with the rest of your family the next night. Some great opportunities to switch it up. We have a number of dining venues as well. We are going to offer lunch up on the sky deck with weather permitting. Get to see all of those great sights while you dine outside. Maybe you want to go out into town. We can pack you a picnic lunch. We also are going to have our Avalon Bistro, which gives you nice small portion meals so that you can try a little bit of everything. Maybe you want to stay in your room, sleep in a little late, and have a continental breakfast and just enjoy your cabin. That's an option for you to take advantage as well. What's important to remind you is that Avalon doesn't just visit a few rivers. We offer 80 different cruises in 20 different countries. So you are really able to see so much of the world with Avalon Waterways. Maybe you're not looking to do a European river cruise. Maybe you've done that before. Maybe you want to try something more exotic, something different, cross something off your bucket list. That's perfectly okay as well. We have a lot of neat opportunities available. We have Oberammergau Passion Play on the Danube or the Rhine. So getting to take advantage of that once in a decade opportunity along with the comfort of Avalon. Colorful India and the Ganges, getting to experience India and see all of that history and the food and the colors and still have some of these amazing amenities. Fascinating Vietnam and Cambodia. This is an incredible intimate experience. Our ship holds 36 passengers with those open air balconies. So you really are getting to explore Vietnam and Cambodia in a way you could have never imagined. Our ship is so small that we actually get to sail more of the Mekong River than a lot of our competitors as well. So a lot of great time aboard our ship. The Peruvian Amazon, such a great experience to get out there and see the wildlife and see South America in a way that a lot of people don't get to see. So incredible option there. The Galapagos Islands, for you photographers or nature lovers, this is going to be a perfect opportunity for you to get out there and explore the Galapagos Islands with a naturalist. And the taste of Egypt, what an amazing civilization that brought so much to society. And now you can take advantage of Avalon waterways and get out there and not only sail along the Nile River, but get to see some of those incredible structures and those amazing cities like Cairo and Alexandria. Of course, we have made some safety enhancements on our river cruises as well, so I do want to go over a couple of those with you. We have a serious commitment to cleaning our ships, and with smaller ships, we're really able to control these environments even more. And we are using electrostatic and UV disinfecting systems that allows us to clean our ships more frequently and more efficiently. Not only does this allow us to clean more often, but it also allows us to clean a lot of our soft surfaces as well. Curtains, pillowcases, carpets, furniture, all of that is going to be able to be cleaned as well. We've removed a lot of the touch points also, having your baggage handled and disinfected, making sure that you're able to go out there and enjoy without having to kind of touch everything else everybody else could touch. So, safe and warm welcome, pre-trip check-ins and health checks throughout the trip. We're going to have a safe distance between guests, and we're going to have some great wireless technology that allows you to still take advantage of all of the great benefits of our local guides and tour director and be able to practice social distancing. This is a benefit that we've always had on our river cruises, but now it's truly going to stand out. We have never circulated air between our staterooms aboard our ships. Our staterooms only circulate fresh outside air. So this is fantastic. Our motor coaches have air filtration systems to clean and ventilate. So anytime for an excursion you do have to be on a motor coach, you can be assured that those motor coaches are being cleaned, disinfected, and the filtration systems are going to do their job. Our team members always make our trip fantastic. And so we're going to make sure that they are healthy and happy and ready to help you in any way that they can by having daily temperature checks, regular health screens throughout the trip so that anyone that you come in contact with is safe and healthy. We have all of our 2021 brochures out and available. So if you do want to have a brochure emailed or mailed to you, please reach out to your Morris Murdock advisor so that they can get one out to you as soon as possible. A lot of great options available. I also want to remind you how important giving back to these communities is to the Globus family of brands. You know, these places are so incredible to visit, seeing the community, seeing the locals, seeing the wildlife. And we want to make sure that we are keeping these destinations just as beautiful as they've always been for future generations, which is why we find it very important to partner with here are just some of the organizations that we partner with. So Make-A-Wish, we have donated over 300 vacations to Make-A-Wish children and their family to get that trip of a lifetime. We've transitioned to electronic documents to be able to donate to the ocean cleanup and clean our oceans and rivers. The Wildlife Firefighter Foundation, we've seen what an impact these forest fires can have on destinations and communities and wildlife. So it's so important to make sure that these firefighters are getting the support that they need throughout these tragic times. So a lot of great ways that we try to give back and really get to celebrate with these local communities about why they are so special. So a lot of great ways for you to save money on these fantastic vacations. So let's talk about a few of them here. $299 air and $2,000 off per couple on Avalon European sailings for 2021 and 2022. So some great savings there. If you're looking to travel on your own, maybe your friends don't want to travel yet, but you do, we have the single supplement waiver on European sailings. So you get to have that incredible open air balcony without paying any type of single supplement on the cruise portion. So a great savings there. Want to get out there, knock something off your bucket list? We have up to $2,000 off per couple on Mekong sailings in Vietnam and Cambodia. Our Globus North America and Europe itineraries have 7.5% off per person, and our exotic destinations like Asia, Africa, and the South Pacific has 5% off per person. For joining me today and learning more about the Globus family of brands and participating in this wonderful Morris Murdock travel show, you can also save an extra $100 off per person on 6-night or more vacations. You have 2 weeks to get this booked. So from February 1st to February 15th, you get that extra $100 on top of any additional promotions. Some restrictions do apply for this $100, so please ask your advisor how you can save this extra $100. We all need something to look forward to after a hard year, so I want to mention our peace of mind travel policy that is on any 2021 booking. So this means you can put your land and insurance deposit down on your trip. If you decide, I want to stay a little closer to home, or maybe I want to travel in 2022 instead, just give it a little bit more time. You are able to move that land and insurance deposit to a new departure date, a new destination, or a different brand with the Globus family. So plenty of freedom and flexibility to get something on the books, something to look forward to and get excited about, and know that if things change, you can make adjustments as needed. I appreciate you taking the time to learn more about the Globus family. We look forward to welcoming you on one of our fantastic vacations, and we truly wish you health, happiness, and great adventure this next year. Please let your Morris Murdock advisor know if you need a brochure, if you have any questions, or if you're ready to get your vacation booked today. Thank you so much and have a great day.